We have Bright Palm, Soul Awakener. Star, any pronouns, he, she, something else, doesn't matter. Okay, great. The deck is pretty simple overall. Stick just about anything on the field that enjoys counters or big power. Play Bright Palm to get doubling. Believe it's around bracket 3 to low bracket 4. This is not bracket 4, pal. Oh my god, 33 lands? The deck is somewhat infamous in my playgroup for being the most explosive decks I've made. The curve is fairly low. Yeah, it ends at 5. So you can get away with less lands, but I wouldn't go down to 33. Unless... No, we don't. Okay. Don't really have any restrictions. He said he couldn't find more to change Trinket Mage, which is both nice and a bit upsetting. The deck feels far from perfect, and I've been keen on making... Okay, yeah, I can help. So... that enters... Okay. +1 does feel a little underwhelming, doesn't it? Oh, here you go. One more. Like, I think we should probably just be focusing on getting 50 counters on one thing instead of +1. I like when this dies, you gain life. Like, we have Terra Symbiosis. We have Loading Zone. Branching. We have Ephemerate, but no Eternal Witness. Branching Evolutions are in. It feels a little bit of a throw not to have an Eternal Witness kicking around when there's an Ephemerate in the mix in my green deck. Would also maybe benefit from doing the red one. That's also a land, but I don't like that that can't grab anything. Skateboard. Do we have Urza Saga? No. Skateboard's fine. Is it bad that I don't like Soul Ring? I want to power out your commander. Four or more quest counters. It seems like a lot of time. Like Invigorating, I like Rhythm. So are we focusing on making the commander huge, or are we killing people with other creatures? I'm unsure of which one we were doing. Whatever happens, really. Okay. Okay, so we freed up some slots. Let's get some lands going. Llanowar Reborn. This thing has Graft, which is a cool word to have on a land. Graft 1. So it enters with a counter on it, and then you can put that counter on something when it enters. Lush Portico. Commercial District. Sejiri Shelter, which is a protection spell, but it's also a land. And then top it all off with a Colony Ambush, which is a 3-mana fight spell, but it's instant. playtest. Draw. Jetmir's Garden. Next turn. Dink Dink Ozolith. Next turn. Forest, red, Heartfire Hero, 1/2. Put a counter on target artifact or creature, which actually turns into 2. Next turn, Command Tower, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bright Palm, counter on Heartfire Hero, swing with Heartfire Hero, and then double power, double counters. So hitting you with the 7/7. Next turn, Plains. And then you go 1 green Dust Shell Crawler. And you Dust Shell Crawler the Bright Palm. Oh, sorry, we would have gotten +1. And then you get a +1 here. And then you move to combat, attack, attack. This will go to 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. This will go nothing. Will happen there unless you Legion Leadership it and deal 16 damage with Trample. That's pretty good. I kind of want to add a Sand Scout package to your deck, if I'm being honest. Just because Lazotep Quarry exists, and that has synergy with Heartfire Hero, and it has synergy with Goldvein Hydra, just being able to kill those creatures on demand is, like, really nice. I don't think we need to do all the bouncing bullshit with Arid Archway and stuff, but just having access to a Lazotep Quarry seems very good for this deck. Okay. Instead of Rabbit's Wrath, you can do Winds of Abandon. Winds of Abandon's already in. Good job. So I guess we do type Desert O T O C ID equals 1. Hashtap Ramanop Shafet. Great. Also, Ouroborid has a little bit of a wombo here, where if you play Ouroborid, you're able to +3/+3 with Hashtap Oasis right away to get 4 counters on everything just immediately, which is pretty cool. Oh, also, Devastating Onslaught is really good with Eternal Witness that we added, because you can make multiple copies of Eternal Witness. I'm almost wondering if we want to put Kudo, King Among Bears, in this deck. Just because it makes all of their creatures 2/2s, and then all of your creatures are 2/2s with like 50 +1/+1 counters on them. It's something to think about. It's something to think about. I would not keep this hand. I would keep this one, though. Draw. Command Tower. Next turn. Shefet Dunes. 1, 2. Here's the ooze. Next turn. 1, 2. Sand Scout. Lazotep Quarry. Hushwood Verge. This doesn't. This does tap for green. Worldly Tutor. Kami of Whispered Hopes or whatever. Sacred Foundry. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Commander. Put a counter on Sand Scout. Attack with Sand Scout. It gets another counter. Create a mutagen. I guess you could have done this first and had 4 counters on the Sand Scout. which is pretty good. Next turn. Okay, there's Arena of Glory, and we do have a mountain. So let's exert Arena of Glory. Here's Kami. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cutzel. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And tap not like a moron. High score. Oh, whoops. I see. High score is kind of mid. I thought high score was the broken card level up. Yeah, let's add Kudo in. I love the concept of Kudo here. Okay. So, last night together, cheats or creatures and tap them, put a cards. Yeah, that's insane. Shalai and Halar. I think Shalai and Halar are too slow. That's just kind of a combo card in my opinion. Okay. This is keepable. Colony Ambush. 1, 2, Ozolith. 1, 2, Fangs of Colonia. Put a counter on. Then double. 1, 2, 3. And then that would actually be 2 more. So we put 8 counters, or 4 counters on this with 1 effect. So we draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then move to combat, swing a 9/9 at you. Next turn, Temple Garden. 1, 2, 3, 4. X is 2. Finale of Devastation. You go grab Dust Shell Crawler. Dust Shell Crawler puts 2 counters here. Now it has Trample. And we can draw 2 cards. And then you can level it up. Whenever this creature attacks, double the number of counters on it. So we'll put 10 counters on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That has Trample. Dink. Great. And then we also draw a card from that. And then we move to discard. 1, 2. Next turn. Like, this is where I'd love to draw a Lazatep Quarry. Erd Heirloom. Plains. 1, 2, 3. Kami of Whispered Hope. Yeah, swing with your a billion Heartfire hero, kill someone, draw 20 cards. That feels pretty good. I'm like really craving a Mother of Runes in this deck. So in Magic the Gathering, spending mana or like having to hold open mana for protection spells is kind of shit. So having protection spell, Starfield Shepherd that can tutor a Hydra or a protection spell. And then you can cut like a forest and a Branchloft Pathway for an extra planes to do that. The extra plane just does for a tutor object for Starfield Shepherd. So that lets us go down things like, in my opinion, Collective Resilience is just fine. And then Inspiring Call's a bit expensive. It's more of a card draw spell, if anything, and you draw cards plenty fine. We don't really have a wide board of counter creatures. We have one giant fucker. So, Giver of Runes, Mother of Runes. These are both protection spells that come down early and then protect Bright Palm later. Although you're not really necessarily mad if Bright Palm gets exploded. It's more like you're a big fucking idiot. And then also it gives them blockability. These are kind of like trample enablers, where if you're attacking someone who only has green blockers, you give pro green, the creature gets through. So That works out pretty well. Kami of Whispered Hopes has felt pretty slow so far. Which has me a bit worried, but... Scrub decent too. Scrub's fine, yeah. Just like, do you need 3 of this effect? I think they stack kind of poorly. They're okay when you stack them, I guess. But, okay. Not upset with where this deck is currently. What is other things you struggle with this deck? Gives double strike on a creature fast break as well. I do like practice offense. I like the mode where you can give double strike or lifelink. That's kind of cool. Kind of an innate 2-for-1. I might honestly cut the increment Topiary Lecturer here. I just don't like this hand not having acceleration. I see this one does, and that makes it a little bit more enticing, although it is pretty shit acceleration. So long as we don't draw another green land, we're fine. Heirloom. Or we can just draw no lands at all. That also sucks. 38, 39-ish because of Starfield Shepherd. I mean, I don't know if we need Jetmir's Garden, especially with the surveils. I think I'd rather just have second basic forest. Maybe just 1 2-mana ramp spell, and then you run like Malevolent Rumble as a way to dig for land and then also accelerate. That works for me. I like that a little bit more than the other one. Forest, next turn. Oh, I guess we should have Lush Portico turn 1. And then I would have kept Kudo on top, and then we played Forest this turn, and then we go Kudo. Just playing the tap line on turn 1 is kind of important. Invigorating Hot Springs. 1, 2, 3. And then we put a counter on Kudo because that's insane. You now have a 3/3 and all of your creatures are 2/2s. You can't attack us, basically. Forest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's Halana and Elena. We'll put 2 counters on. We'll remove a counter here to put a counter here. And then we'll put 3 counters on Kudo. And then we'll swing Kudo at you. It's a 6/6. Next turn. Mountain. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll tap Not Like an Idiot. Bright Palm Soul Awakener. We'll remove a counter from Invigorating Hot Spring to put a counter here. And then we'll move to combat. We'll put 3 counters on Bright Palm. And then you swing, and you back up on a Kudo. And then anyway, so now we go to 1, 2, 3, 10 counters here. 8 counters here. And then your creatures are fucking 2/2s, dog. You are fucked. This turn, dink. 1, 2. Here, let's give this a counter and trample. 1, 2, 3, 4. Akroma's Will can be used as protection or aggressively. It depends if you need to kill someone this turn or not. Feels pretty good. Thank you for the Kudo line. That's a pretty funny one. Also, Kudo, like, it's unblockable. It's unblockable. You also have Kudo, Champion of Lambholt. That's a little bit of a wombo. Normally, I do like Kudo Elishnorn. I think that's a little bit too slow for this deck. But it is something to keep in mind. But here, can be blocked with creatures power 2 or less. Great news. Fucking Kudo makes them power 2 or less. Like, literally, it just adds up perfectly. Yeah, damn. Literally, I think I might just handy this list. It's about good to go. Kudo's the biggest addition, of course, naturally here. Kudo's really, really, really fucking good. It's a sneaky +1/+1 counters cards. Kudo is secretly a counters card. He doesn't read like it. He's not going to come up for FO : +1/+1 counter, but he is a +1/+1 counters card. Yeah. So next time you got a white-green deck, don't send it to the Trinket Mage. Send it to this guy. This guy knows his white-green. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Honestly, more changes than expected. Honestly, the original Issue Enemy was totally fine. There's just different routes you could take. And I think having the sack outlet in the mana base for the Heartfire heroes, for the Gold Vein Hydras is pretty cool. Having Giver Mother, pretty much non-negotiable for me if we're doing Starfield Shepherd stuff, which this deck wants to do, because it's really nice to get any of these little cheapo guys. And then also Vigilant Trample Haste. Yeah, and then this is like artifact and enchantment removal. Yeah, like this is sick as fuck. I like this. This is great.